Hello there, folks. Welcome back to the Fresh Faced Film Bro podcast. We are back to our regularly scheduled programming today, doing another film discussion. Today, we're doing Talented Mr. Ripley. This is, I believe, is it 99?
99, yeah.
99, yeah. So a bit, not. I wouldn't call it an older film, but it's not recent. It actually, as I was watching it, it feels a lot older than its contemporaries. Like when you watch it, like if you compare it to other movies that came out, like The Matrix, Saving Private Ryan, stuff that came out around that time, it does not. I don't think it looks as good.
Yeah,
it felt very 90s.
Yeah.
I think early 90s.
99 was American Beauty, Fight Club.
Yeah.
Phantom Menace.
I could Fight Club sort of. I could see.
Fight Club makes sense. That makes sense.
Poorly, yes.
Yeah.
It slaps you in the face with the year it came out when the opening credits just they show up and refuse to leave.
Yeah.
For those that haven't seen this movie's opening credits, whoever edited it discovered that Windows Movie Maker has transitions, and he's just using all of them.
And you can also change the color.
You can also change the color of the credits, and it goes on for about 4 minutes.
It very much felt like a high school level TV and film assignment where the teacher's like, use all of this.
Yeah, because the plot was going.
The plot was going. The movie was happening.
Yeah. And
Ripley was like already like in Italy, and we just got to co-producer. It's like, dude, we're not even done.
And it'd be like the lower third of the screen. It would be like a fluorescent blue.
Yep.
Yep.
What are we doing? But
Yeah. It's like, it was like a bad like Saul Bass who did the credits for like all of Hitchcock's movies.
Yeah.
So think like Vertigo, but like really bad.
Yeah.
it
Like,
was just,
the
it was
opening
very
credits.
out of place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It felt like it was like a 70s movie or something.
So I don't think
Weird.
the movie starts off on the wrong foot. We'll say that.
Yeah, I didn't know where this movie was going to go. I had absolutely...
And you
I,
know
I
what?
knew nothing about this movie.
And you know
when
what?
the movie started, it's called The Talented Mr. Ripley, and there's a scene where he's like playing piano, and he's like, oh, like I won't do that again. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to be like a musician, like rising from the bottom to the top type of thing.
Whiplash.
But like Whiplash. But no, because about 35, 40 minutes in, something changes in this movie.
That's the big
The
one.
first 30 minutes it feels like a completely different movie in tone and score and everything, even performances.
Yeah. I think, to be fair, there is no way.
To start this.
The thing with this movie is Jacob said he doesn't think there's a way to start it, and I think he's right. But if you were to watch the first 15 minutes of this film, and then someone who had seen it ask, okay, now tell me how it ends.
Yeah.
You're not getting that. There's no,
I wish you had asked that for me, because I wouldn't have known what to have said.
well, first, I mean, there's not enough context for you to know, and I don't feel like that's completely fair to ask, because you can't really do that with most movies, but like at least you have a general sense of the plot. But I feel like so much of this movie exists in the last hour or so.
For sure.
After the turning point.
Yeah.
Like most of
Yeah.
after the like 50 minutes in.
That's when it like finally like actually starts.
But okay. Well,
what was this movie about?
yeah, I was going to say, we're talking about it and people have no idea. So basically, the introduction of this movie is at is it a dinner party? It is a formal event. Mm-hmm. It is a formal event, and we are introduced to Matt Damon's character, who we believe to be a Princeton grad. Mm-hmm. And he's talking to this...
it's in the Good Will Hunting universe.
Yeah, in the Good Will Hunting universe. This is after his days at Harvard.
Yeah.
That was awful.
That was great.
That wasn't that
Keep it
bad.
going.
Yeah, that
keep
wasn't
going.
that bad.
Practice makes perfect. But yeah, what's his name? Oh, Tom. Tom Ripley is talking to
Herbert Greenleaf.
Yeah, Herbert Greenleaf, who is like a wealthy businessman, I suppose.
Yeah,
he's a
like,
sailor, or no, he's not a sailor. He does
he owns
He's
the
a shipping.
shipyard.
shipping.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of
magnate.
money, and
Yeah.
so his son Dickie went to Princeton, and so Matt Damon's character Tom, we believe him to be a Princeton grad, and he's talking about how he knew Dickie, and so Mr. Greenleaf proposes to Tom. Wait, that's not until after, or is it?
This is right around the same time. He's like,
Okay.
"Hey, go get my son. I miss him. He just is hanging around in Italy."
He pays him to travel to Italy.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
at the
like,
very
I will.
beginning.
He's like, I will pay you
my
to get
son's
my
being
son back.
my son's being stupid. He won't leave Italy, and I want to see him again. So I will pay you $1,000. So Mr. Greenleaf sends Tom to Italy. He funds Tom's trip, plus
Only $1,000.
provides him with $1,000.
Is it
It was the
1,000?
'90s, so that's probably like $100,000 or so today.
Okay, yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
True.
Wait,
Didn't
really?
think about that.
It's that
Yeah.
much of a difference?
Yeah, totally. Nah, we're Josh with you, bro. But it's probably a lot more.
No, I mean
now,
it's
of
probably
course.
closer.
Yeah,
to-
yeah, yeah. But that
7
is
or
a good
8K.
point. That's not that much.
No.
But he's
Oh wait,
paying
no,
for-
it's the '60s. That actually no, that's
Oh yeah, it was the 60s.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So maybe it's
so
closer to-
maybe it was a lot.
it's close to like. I'm not even gonna make up a number because I don't know. We're moving on.
100,000.
Okay.
I'm not moving on. Keep talking, but I'm gonna find out.
Okay, Jacob is going to find this number for us. So Tom arrives in Italy. Now,
I think
the
it's
thing
actually
about Tom...
59. I feel like I remember seeing a thing that said
Yeah, it is
59.
59. Okay. The thing about Tom that we find out in the first scene is that he is not, in fact, a Princeton grad. He is a hustler, and hence the title. He's a man of many talents, one of which includes forging signatures and one of doing impressions. By the way, when he does the impressions, he does not. Matt Damon does not sell it, dude. Like,
Oh, it's bad.
yeah, he was doing his impression of Dickie.
Jacob said, "Oh, it's bad."
he wouldn't have done numbers. I feel like if Mr. Ripley took place in 2020, he would just be like doing the impressions on YouTube of like Peter Griffin or something.
Oh, he'd
Yeah,
get
no.
big on TikTok.
Yeah, no, he'd definitely be a.
Oh, I found the number, by the way. It's $10,000 roughly now.
Okay.
Oh, that's
But I mean,
that's
even
still
then,
not
is
bad.
that's
Hey, I'd take 10,000 to go to Italy.
Well,
I'm-
you
no,
said that
I'm-
he's getting like expenses and stuff
I'm thinking
paid for
yeah.
as well. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
I was thinking about logistically. Like he only gave him $1,000 to like.
That's not a
survive.
stipend. No, he's getting paid.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
dude.
So the whole trip is paid for, and he's getting money.
Yeah.
So
That
yeah, I'd
is
take
good
that.
arrangement.
That's
Yeah, I'd take
awesome.
that for sure.
So Tom's a little liar.
A little bit of a schemer.
He
He's a
can play
DV
piano too, right?
Yeah. Oh, and he's a piano player. So add
he
that
has
to the
more
list
than
of
one
talent.
That's not
Yes.
really important.
No.
Like
It's not. It's
that's
not very
why I thought
central
the
to
movie was going to be
plot.
about piano because
I
that's like
don't-
the first thing in the movie is him playing piano.
I don't know why that's in the movie. It is maybe a little direction misstep, but
They thought about it for a second.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
But yes, so Tom arrives in Italy, and he's doing reconnaissance on what's the guy Greenleaf, the dad? What's his name?
Herbert.
Herbert. He's doing reconnaissance on Herbert's son Dickie, and so we are introduced to Jude Law and Gwyneth Paltrow, Dickie and Margaret. Yeah.
Marge Sherwood.
Marge.
Marge.
All right.
Remember
Walking
we
it back,
kept making
Marge. Oh yeah, because the homie jokes. Yeah.
Homie.
So, they are both on a beach, and Tom approaches them, and he's basically like, "Oh, Dickie Greenleaf," and Dickie's like, "What?" And Tom says, "It's me, Tom, from Princeton," and of course he didn't go to Princeton. And the conversation starts. He
It doesn't feel human.
no, it's a little strange, and it's an awkward interaction for sure. And Dickie notes that he doesn't remember Tom. Like
He also,
after
he
Tom
also
walks
points
away.
out how white he is. at the
Oh,
end of the
yeah, he does.
conversation.
Yeah,
He's
it's
like,
kinda
"You're
weird.
white." Ha ha ha.
Yeah,
Marge goes, "Don't say that."
yeah. Marge is the glue that holds this trio together.
Oh yeah. You know, Judd Law.
Don't
got
put it like
nominated-
that.
Judd Law got nominated for
There's an E.
Yeah, Jude.
Jude.
You're good. You're good.
Judd. Jude Law got
Jebediah.
Law got nominated for supporting actor at the Oscars, which is astonishing.
Wait,
because-
for this performance?
Oh yes, because I
It
looked.
wasn't terrible. Well, okay. Okay. It wasn't. It wasn't. No, I'll stand on it. It wasn't terrible. He wasn't bad.
I wouldn't say he was bad.
He's not bad.
It's
but
the dialogue. It's not. It's
That doesn't help.
Even,
That's
even some,
certainly
even
does not
some
help.
of the delivery though with the lines, he's just like.
It's a little robotic almost.
Yeah.
After we watched, I went back and rewatched the scene. And he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." He's like, "Go back to where you came from." And it's just like it's
a little too proper.
He shouldn't
it's
have been nominated.
It's over the top, but
Yeah.
like not in like a believable.
Did you say
way.
he won?
No, he just got nominated.
Okay, well
Yeah.
he shouldn't have gotten nominated.
I looked it up to see like how
Yeah.
this movie was received,
Uh-huh.
and it was received pretty well.
Yeah.
It was nominated for like several things at the Oscars.
Really?
Not Best Picture,
Yeah.
but nominated.
I
for
think
some of those
Roger Ebert gave it like a 3.5 or 4, which is like really high for him.
Wow.
You know, so it's not like it was
out of
received
10.
poorly.
I
You know what I mean?
Let's move the plot along because I don't want to just string the listeners along for the whole movie. But
Yeah.
basically, Tom spends the majority of the first act building a relationship with Dickie through researching everything about Dickie's interests to it's mainly his interests. He's basically just like, oh, Dickie likes jazz. I'm gonna listen to Charlie Parker. I'm gonna listen to Chet Baker. And there's an awesome scene of them at the jazz club. That's one of the best scenes in the movie.
I did like that.
Yeah.
When he calls Dickie up to sing,
yeah, they go,
and he's
"Wah,
playing
wah,
sax,
wah, wah,
and
wah, wah."
oh, sorry, he calls Tom up to sing, and Dickie's playing sax. Tom doesn't know the words, but he's faking it. That's like emblematic of kind of the entire movie and like just Tom's character. So
that's
it was
big.
kind of cool, but
Yeah.
and it was just a fun scene. And so they
He tries on his clothes.
he does try on his clothes, and Dickie does not appreciate that.
Yeah,
but
he's
that's later though. That's
Oh, okay.
later.
That does happen though.
Yeah. The thing about Dickie and Tom is that as the relationship develops, so does a sort of different character to,
Different intentions,
yeah, sort of
motivations.
a more affectionate and tender sort of undercurrent starts to reveal itself.
There's love in the air.
There is love in the air. There's a lot of sexual tension between these two
yes.
two fellas. And so I was gonna make the
You can call me by your name.
I was gonna make the suggestion that I think Jacob Mason and I watched this movie on perfect terms because this movie is meant to be watched with a group of
friends.
guys and as many as possible.
Oh, for sure. Yes. Yeah.
Because let me tell you, let me tell
'cause
you.
I've gone this movie for those obviously that weren't there. Like we were dying from front to back.
Let me tell you, the homoeroticism in this movie is ridiculous, and not a single kiss between two guys is shared.
Nope.
It is all tension. It is all suspense,
And
but
it
oh man.
is so much fun.
Oh
And
man,
I
it
will
is-
say-
it is a wild ride.
I will say I watched it by myself and I did not like it.
Well, I was
So
gonna
you
say-
need to watch it with people.
I
That
was
will
gonna
definitely.
say, I was gonna say like I went to YouTube and rewatched some clips. Like after we got done,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, this is not hitting.
It doesn't hit.
It-
No.
yeah, it's
And you know,
not
like
very good, yeah.
all folks can watch this, but really, I think this is it's a boys' night movie.
20-person
It's a
group
boys'
of
night
guys.
movie.
Yeah.
It is, fellas. Write it down. Add it to your
Yeah.
list.
Goodfellas and then Talented Mr. Ripley.
Double feature.
Yeah.
Sure. Duh.
So,
But
really,
love is in the air.
love is
and
in the air.
They play
and-
chess.
No, yeah, oh yeah,
Very,
no more apparent than the scene. We get. How does it begin?
Candlelit bathtub.
A candlelit. It pans from we have an overhead shot that pans from a bathtub, and then we see a floating chessboard, and we see that Dickie's playing chess, right? And then it cuts to Tom, who's just sitting directly
fully
across from him.
clothed.
He's not in the tub.
Not
but
in the
he's
tub.
Sitting, but he's sitting directly.
He's
like-
fully clothed, playing chess with him as he's
Yeah.
chilling in the bathtub.
And so,
And then
he gets out.
so-
to,
and then
he gets
Dickie
out
gets
to-
out and he sneaks a peek.
Yeah,
No, not before. Not before.
sneaks a peek. He gets out of the bathtub and just stares this man down.
Not before. He just straight up asked Dickie if he can get in the bath.
Yeah. Oh
He
yeah.
does? I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
Oh my gosh, it is peak. It is so good,
my.
dude.
Oh my.
And
Yeah,
then
he really puts Dickie and Marge's relationship to shame. I mean, this this is like
True love.
this is something you can sink your teeth into.
I mean, what about Dickie and the local woman though? We haven't even brought her up.
oh yeah, okay.
so-
Think about
'Cause that
This is
is-
peppered throughout
Yeah.
all these incidents.
This is an important moment.
Yeah, Ripley sees Dickie just hanging out with this girl, and he's not really doing much about it. He's just watching with an observational eye. And then, what ceremony is going on exactly? I frankly couldn't tell, but there's a ceremony where they're like in the water and they like raise up a statue of Mary.
Yeah.
And the woman who he was in cahoots with is
in cahoots. Could you elaborate?
hanging out with, playing cahoots.
Netflix and
Yeah.
chill.
So Dickie's a bit of a player, right? He's
Playing both sides of the ball.
Yeah. And so Tom gets wind of this,
Both sides of
and
the coin.
I think it's evident that he's a little hurt because he wants that affection to be directed towards him. Now,
We got some fourth grade jealousy going
oh
on
yeah,
here.
it is great. I'm telling you, the emotional beats of this movie. Okay, say what you
is
want.
great.
It is so
it's
good.
amazing. It's so good.
I think the fact that this movie is so flawed makes like the tension and the drama that much better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're giving it their all.
They're giving it their all, and it's like kind
We
of
didn't
messy.
even bring up Philip Seymour Hoffman.
oh my gosh!
It's almost
Philip
like a
Seymour
reality TV show.
Hoffman
It is.
brings down the house. It feels like an episode
We
of The
can't
Bachelor.
repeat the first line, his very first line, but it is so out of pocket and
Go watch it.
Philip Seymour
unasked
Hoffman.
for. Literally,
He was born for this role.
yeah. Don't. I mean, obviously, we want you to watch the movie.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to, just go watch Philip Seymour Hoffman's entrance in this movie because it is. One
He
of a
rolls
kind.
up in a Ferrari convertible,
Day
just
drunk.
day drunk, like screaming the lyrics to some song, and then he makes some offhanded comment about what he'd like to do to every woman that he sees.
At least once.
At least, yeah,
That's how he ends it.
Yeah.
He
Yo,
goes,
you
"At
might as well
least
just
once."
go ahead and tell him what he said.
yeah, minimum
Nah,
of
man.
one time.
Yeah. And this man, he's basically just Dickie's frat bro that he hangs
really
out
is.
with, and he sort of tags along too. And he's just a friend. They're not really like seeing each other, but
No,
you know,
They do the before sunrise and listen to like
oh, yeah,
vinyls.
They
and
do
the-
listen to vinyl together in stores.
he's a jazz bro.
It's a cute.
He
moment.
said,
Oh yeah, Dickie's a jazz bro. That's
and he
it.
says,
Yeah.
"Tom, leave,"
yeah, he's like, Tom, get out of here.
so they can
Yeah.
just
Okay.
hang out.
What's his character's name? Why am I forgetting?
Who? Freddie?
Freddie. An important thing that must be noted, and that really stands in the middle of Dickie and Tom's relationship, is that Freddie calls BS from like day one. He
Yes.
immediately sniffs out Tom's chicanery.
Yeah, he's a
He,
good
he
friend.
knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freddie's a true one.
They're on the boat, and
Speaking of chicanery,
Yeah.
I need the I was gonna talk about. Here's my bit. Here's my bit.
Okay,
about-
okay.
here's
I
my
want to hear the bit. I want to hear the bit.
one
All right.
per episode.
We're doing a recast with Saul as Tom, Saul Goodman, and then Dane
where he
DeHaan
went
as Philip Seymour Hoffman's character. He listen. The hyper seriousness and just like stern nature.
Yeah, I could see.
Actually,
that,
it would be
I
it would
could
be
see
killer.
that,
Are you
yeah.
It would be
saying Dane
killer.
DeHaan's Freddy or Dickie?
No, Dane DeHaan's Freddy. He would be the greatest Freddy of all
I feel
time.
like he. I feel like.
How's it peeping, Tom?
Yeah.
yeah. I
I feel like he'd be good as either Freddy or Dickie, but
Yeah.
he would be great as Freddy. But
I mean,
No,
Dahan,
he would be a good dick.
No,
He would be a good dick.
Dahan can do anything.
Oh, he can. You're right. You're right. He's a cinematic juggernaut and an industry Swiss Army knife.
Yes,
sure.
he can't be denied.
Yeah.
did that come in the mail yet?
No, we will post that on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a DeHaan.
We have a
surprise
care
coming in the
package
mail
arriving soon. Yeah.
It's gonna be about a week and a half, I think.
The dimensions. So,
Coming
did we
from
tell him what it
Thailand.
is? Did we
It's
tell him
like
what it is
40
yet?
It's like 45 by 60 inches, I think.
Yeah. So we have a 5 foot tall, 3.5 foot wide Dane DeHaan tapestry that is
We all
arriving.
spent only $8 on it.
Only $8.
A bargain, by the way. So
pretty
if
big
you're in the
bargain.
market for a Dane DeHaan tapestry, that's about the size of a small closet.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
Then hit us up and we'll send you the Amazon link.
Speaking of closet, Tom and Dickie's relationship is really hurting after Freddy's entrance.
Yeah.
we got to get through this plot.
They're on the boat And they're on the boat one day, and Dickie's just like, man, like me and Marge, we gotta start doing it. So they're like on the boat.
No, okay, no, he's saying. Wait, what is the term that he used? Oh, he's like Marge maintenance.
Yeah, he goes Marge maintenance.
I don't remember that.
And so Freddie goes
Marge maintenance.
So he goes rah.
Yeah, Freddie goes.
He goes Marge maintenance, and they start,
And then there's a mirror on the boat.
And you go, how
but
did
they're in the room in the boat. They're
And
not
so-
like it's like a houseboat.
It's like underneath.
Yeah, they're under
the cabin. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Tom
Tom
is
is
trying to get a
Tom
watch.
is trying to sneak a peek, and then Philip Seymour Hoffman delivers the peek line. How's it peeping, Tom? Hey, Tom. And he's just chuckling to himself. And then you just get to see Matt Damon absolutely mortified. This is peak cinematic direction. It actually is. It's very strange and uncomfortable to watch. But
which is probably the vibe, but with the boys, it's a blast.
it is so fun, especially since like Tom and Marge, they're homies, strictly platonic.
Yes.
It's Tom's just mad because
Marge is in the picture.
this man loves Dickie, all right? And so yeah,
But Tom has decided that he's done with the games by Dickie. He wants to full commit.
and also
We didn't even talk about how
Freddie's like wedging himself in between.
the other girl. that
Oh
he's-
yeah,
that he's
yeah,
with,
you're right. Yeah,
She dies.
yeah. We'll go ahead and say that.
And she may or may not have buried his child.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Well, we didn't
We
talk
didn't-
about
we
the
didn't
part
talk
that
about
he
the
impregnated
conclusion.
her and then she killed herself.
Oh well,
Um,
I thought
Oh,
we
sorry.
said.
Trigger warning.
I thought we said that she. Yeah.
Maybe we can.
this movie, hey, like that's
Yeah.
that's about
That
the
sentence was
that's about how the movie gives it to
Yeah.
you anyway.
I mean
that
that's
whole
true. It's not.
that whole plot and moment is
They're
just
like
a blip
lifting
on the
up
radar.
Mary, and then it's just like,
Yeah, it's
boom.
just a blip on the radar. They just talk about it for like 2 seconds and then they're done.
and then Dickie like kind of starts going crazy,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
that leads into the turning point. That's kind of the cause and effect to leading to the boat scene,
Yes.
which we
Talk about
can
the boat
probably
scene.
get into.
Let's talk about the boat scene. So,
not to be confused with the other boat scene.
well, first of all,
this is
first
the
of
big
all,
boat scene.
we have to note that with the arrival of Freddy comes just a sense of resentment and fierce jealousy towards him from Tom, right? Marge explains it best when she tells Tom that Dickie's all about the next new thing, right? It's like it's like Buzz Lightyear. It's and he's throwing away Woody, his
So
day one,
Dickie is
right?
Andy.
What an analogy!
Yeah. No, Tom is Andy.
Oh, okay.
Dickie's the.
Yes.
Oh wait, hold on. Wait. No. Dickie's Andy. You're right.
Yeah, Dickie,
Okay, dude. I'm listening.
We don't have the analogy straight.
Yeah, you finish the analogy for me. I'm
Dickie
struggling.
is Andy. Marge is Woody. Buzz Lightyear is
No.
is Tom. And
No.
Tom is Woody. Tom is Woody, and Freddy is Buzz. This is crazy.
This is
Okay,
going on the
we're moving
Instagram.
on. We're moving on.
Tom is wait what?
Wait, what? This movie's basically Toy Story, but
We don't know who's who.
But Buzz and
it really is Toy Story.
Woody
when you
is
think about
fiercely in love with Buzz Lightyear, and then he
yeah.
just whacks
I
him
don't
with
know.
a canoe paddle. And,
Yeah,
and
see, the problem is I don't think Andy is in the equation in Mr. Ripley. Like, in the analogy, I don't think Andy would be... It's
right,
Buzz
yeah,
and Woody.
Wait, to
right,
go-
because
to go
Andy
back-
is playing the role of Buzz and wait, no,
In Mr. Ripley, Andy would be God.
no.
Yes.
To pause the Toy Story analogy,
Okay.
the boat scene's fresh in my mind because I rewatched it last night, and
Endlessly rewatchable.
it is. And he's like, Tom is projecting onto Dickie. And
Well, that's the same
he
thing
go-
that we
he goes,
see
He's
when-
like, you can't decide. And the funny thing, the comparison, he's like, you can't decide what you want to do, Dickie. You can't decide whether it wants to be whether you want to play saxophone or piano or
Yeah.
whatever he says.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
what?
right, yeah,
He needs to chill.
yeah, and Tom
And then
is
he just
the man of many hats who is literally living. Oh shoot, that's an entire thing we didn't talk about. Kate
good.
Blanchett's character, because that's important. This is important to the plot. Okay,
We are not going to get through the plot.
No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
we're getting there.
Dude.
We're gonna do it
It's not too big of a thing. He just runs into someone he knows at the airport
on his way to Italy.
On the way to Italy.
At the beginning.
Yeah, he bumps into her. They know each other. Just keep that in the back of your mind.
The most important thing is that Tom introduces himself to her as Dickie Greenleaf.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he, in her eyes, that is not Tom Ripley. That is Dickie.
Is that a little foreshadowing, maybe?
Okay. Anyway, so Tom is accusing Dickie of his indecision and his just
his games.
Yeah, his games and just farcical nature.
Scamming.
Farcical nature.
And so they get into a little spat.
Well, Dickie's like, I've had enough of you, Tom. You're
you're a leech.
I'm sending you back to America, where you came from.
It's time for you to leave.
Yeah. And then he's like, no, you can't do that. And then
they
start wrestling each other. And then when Tom gets the upper hand, he grabs a canoe paddle,
a whole boat oar,
just whacks him in the face, and Dickie's face just starts gushing blood.
The cut is huge.
The cut is massive from his forehead to his chin. He's gushing blood, and he attempts to strangle Tom, and then Tom gets the upper hand again. And instead of just like trying to de-escalate, he just relentlessly smacks him in the face with the canoe paddle.
Yeah,
I think he's realized that he's gone too far.
No, yeah, like once he's
what
like,
are you gonna do?
In for a penny, in for a pound. I'm killing my my love interest.
Yeah, and then there's a great shot
Shakespearean.
where the boat is, idly going its way back to shore, and
It's filled with blood,
and
Dickie's dead body's laying down,
and Tom is cuddling with it.
Oh boy,
That's almost,
doesn't get much better than this, folks.
That's
so
almost
romantic.
a crime.
Peak cinema. Peak cinema. Well, it's a crime and a half, but yeah, because that's murder. And then
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then after
I didn't
that,
put that together.
that's where the stakes take a
that's
turn.
when Tom starts pursuing Freddy.
No.
I wish.
Yeah. No. So
Marge is like, "Where's Dickie?" And then he's like, "He went to Rome." And then she's like, "I knew he hates me. I know he hates me," or something like that. And then Freddy's like, "I know what you did. I know what you did, Tom."
Yeah.
And he's
it's
like,
very long-winded.
It is very
Okay,
long.
'cause
but we
this
can make it
movie's
short.
structure is not good.
Yeah.
There's letters being
Jude
written,
Law-
and there's a bunch of back and forth.
Jude Law
between-
dies about the 50-minute mark.
Yes.
We spend the next hour and 20 minutes watching Tom try to keep up with his lies.
Yes. It's basically
That's a long time.
It's a catch me if you can. Yeah. He's kind of like
It's a long time.
writing letters, going under
Yeah, he's writing letters
Yeah.
as both Dickie and Tom to try to keep up like an alibi. And then it's just, it's a lot. And then he's like lying to Marge. He's lying to Freddy. Freddy the whole time knows exactly what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Where's he staying? I forgot. Is he staying?
He's staying at Dickie's house.
Well, there's like, I thought he like moved like.
Oh, wait, no. He goes to
he's-
like Venice or something.
Yeah, he goes to Venice and he's like hanging out like at a place that Dickie owns, I think.
Yeah,
he's, like,
and then
is celebrating Christmas by himself and just amusing himself with like Dickie's trinkets, and then
wearing his clothes and his ring.
Yeah, and then Freddy shows up and is like,
Where's Dickie?
Where's Dickie? He's like,
And
"I
then
know what you did."
Tom's like, he's at dinner.
he's like, well, if you knew Dickie, you would say that he hasn't come back from lunch. Oh.
And then the Vine Boom sound effect happens.
Yeah.
And then
True friend.
yeah, no, the Vine Boom sound effect works for many instances within that scene because Philip Seymour Hoffman's just dropping bars. So
And we can't forget about there's like one of the most important scenes is when he's in Rome and he runs into Meredith, and Marge is there with Peter, and he meets Peter.
yeah, but what happens to Philip Seymour Hoffman?
Yeah, before
Isn't that
We
after?
need to talk. I don't know.
Okay.
We need to
Well,
discuss with how
I
he's
think
dealt
that's
with.
So Freddy gets whacked.
And he gets whacked because, well, first of all, he snuffs
knows.
out. Yeah, he snuffs out his lies, right? And so he goes downstairs. Freddy goes
Great
downstairs.
Moment. Great moment. Why did the maid feel the need to just yell his name? It's so
Yeah,
funny.
and the maid yells,
know,
"Dickie!"
Because Freddy kind of gives up and he's like moping his way back down, and Tom
Because
like
Tom is just he's so committed to his lies.
Yeah, and Tom is like so nervous, so he like goes to watch Freddy leave, and then the maid's walking up the stairs, and she's like, "Hey, Dickie," and then he just runs away.
And then you see like Philip Seymour Hoffman kind of smile, and then he comes back up the stairs, opens the door, and then
Bludgeons him with the
like a bust.
like a
Yes.
the statue head.
Yeah.
A bust.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, he gives him a few more for good measure, and then that is the end of Freddy.
What do you do with the body? Do we know?
He drives him away.
Remember, he like
Oh,
presents
yes,
him
yes,
as
yes.
drunk.
He's like, oh,
He's like,
no,
oh,
say
this dude,
that.
yeah, I remember now. He's like, this dude's drunk, and
And then the other, like, yeah.
And then they find him the next day, so Tom is not good at what he does. The
the police,
mostly
the
talented Mr.
police-
Ripley.
Yeah, the police come
The
knocking on his door
untalented.
Yeah,
immediately, and then the rest of this movie is just a police procedural where he's just getting interrogated.
Basically
There's
just hot
There's
fuzz.
about 5 genres.
These
And he meets Peter. He meets Peter.
these
That
police
is an important
officers
thing.
are so incompetent.
Yes. Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Yeah,
I mean, it's pretty obvious what's going on.
but Marge is hanging out with Peter, and
And he meets Peter, and he's like, "Dang."
And then
Yeah.
yeah,
He's like, "Whoop."
man,
forget about Dickie, bro.
moving on.
Dickie's long.
I'm on to my
gone.
Like he down,
Literally.
I'm up.
Yep.
Literally.
Yes.
And so, over the course of the movie, they find Dickie's body. An investigation ensues, and then we also see sort of the web of lies getting a little bit too thick for Tom to navigate. As Cate Blanchett's character returns to the scene, and she believes that he's Dickie, but the whole time, Marge is looking for Dickie, and then Kate's like, "Oh, I just saw Dickie." So it
It's like-
seems like Cate Blanchett's character is like seeing Dickie, and it's just right under Marge's nose.
Kate is Bo Peep.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
And so,
I had to keep the analogy.
yeah, everybody is just it's tough on everybody. What else do we need to do before we like get to sort of
There's the opera part where
They meet. Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, they meet.
Yeah, we can. All right. I
They,
mean,
they almost bump into each other. They're like 5 feet away in the hallway, and he's like, "Oh, we gotta go."
there's all the police stuff with the suicide note and like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
then
just takes up so much time.
the
He
big-
wrote a suicide note, and you're interrogating me.
yeah, and
takes
then
up so
well,
much
we need to talk
time.
about the scene
Yeah.
with Marge where Tom comes out with the knife. He's
Yeah,
he's like, "I've lost my towel," and I'm very
Yeah.
when does he say if I was a big eraser, I'd erase everything and myself?
All right, our head reference.
if I was a big eraser, like, great line. Some of the best dialogue.
What are the other? There were
Okay,
like 2
who the
other
heck
great
wrote
lines that
this?
were
'Cause
terrible.
That is an awful line.
There are plenty of fantastic lines, but I will always remember if I was a big eraser, I would erase all my mistakes and myself.
And he says that when like the Dutch angles start and you get the mirror shots and it turns into like a horror movie for like 3 minutes and then
Yeah.
we just never go back to that. So really weird.
Oh no! My favorite line of the movie is
Is the
yes. Okay, well first we need to talk about Marge. So eventually we reach the point. Okay,
I
quick
don't
sidebar.
know where you're going.
This movie
I know where he's
manages
going with
to be at the same time. I mean, it's like it's both gay and misogynistic in the
Yes.
same worlds.
very
Now, this isn't. I'm not saying it's like spiteful from the director's part. That's just like that's just
the dad.
yeah. That's just the amalgamations of characters that we get, and so it's a very strange combo.
And Marge, like by the end, is like
Yeah, so she's onto it.
Yeah,
She
by the
basically
and
end-
knows.
it is based on a book, so this
Yeah.
might not be the director's fault. I don't know how much from the book is.
Yeah.
I don't know about
But
the
like,
adaptation.
by the end, Marge is like knows it's Tom.
So there's a
and
confrontation
Dickie,
scene.
and there's a confrontation, and
Tom
Marge's
nearly-
dad.
Well, no,
not the dad, but Dickie's dad.
I want to talk about like Tom. There's a scene. It gets pretty intense where there's like an altercation between them.
Yeah, he said, "You try to fix her."
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he's got
whatever
he's
he
got a
says.
bathrobe on.
with the razor.
Yeah.
Or whatever,
Yeah, he's got a razor, and like he cuts his finger. You can see the blood, and Marge starts getting really scared. And then who
Peter-
shows up? Peter shows
Peter
up,
opens the door.
Yeah,
and
He's
then
like,
and then Tom being the Tom is the
he's like, "You
the-
try to fix her."
Tom Ripley is the supreme chancellor of gaslighting, and he's like, "Yeah, you try to deal with her." Yes, and he just walks off.
It's like, bro.
No. This movie is really just a masterclass in seducing the homies and gaslighting women. Like,
Is that a good thing?
no, because the next scene we see
It's bad in every other way.
Wait, what's Harold? Is it Harold Greenleaf?
Yes.
Harold Greenleaf explaining to Marge because by the way,
he's
Marge
walking in.
Marge is just like
Distraught.
yeah, she's distraught and she's basically explained the whole situation. Herbert's is it Herbert or Harold?
It's Herbert.
Okay, Herbert, yeah. Herbert's not having it. And so we walk in to hear him say, Marge, there's female intuition and then there's facts.
And that
took me out.
Of course, we think it's
I
funny
think-
because we're three guys.
Yes.
Well, no, it's funny. It's just blatantly like
the delivery,
misogynistic,
the delivery's
super
over the
sexist.
top. It's so just over the top and stupid.
very
and
crude, like super
out of pocket.
Yeah,
It comes
zero
out of
taste.
it comes out of nowhere. No
Yeah.
taste.
But man, if it
And
isn't
they
one of the
don't
most
address
brilliant cinematic lines I've ever heard.
Yeah, and then she like tries to attack Tom like as she's leaving. She's like, "No, you did it!" And then Herbert's like, "What are you doing? Get back on the boat."
And then there's Alvin, the like sidekick cop
Oh
or
my
whatever.
Wait, Alvin?
The dude that takes him out on the terrace.
Oh, I don't know.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh yeah. Oh okay yeah. To further
yeah.
the just like,
He like has the license plates and stuff.
yeah. The last demonstration and just like completely casting aside, just completely invalidating the female experience. This is what it is. It is just like, the female experience does not exist in the cinematic universe because the police officer is basically like, yeah, I heard what Marge said. It's wrong. And
Yeah,
and he's like, yeah, the license plates on Freddy's car. What would happen if I just threw them in the river?
Let me dispose of some
Yeah.
evidence here, just real quick.
And then he's like, women, right?
mind
And
if
gives
I do.
Tom a nudge.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
then-
just like,
And then with that, Tom declares victory and
yeah.
meets up with
all get on
Peter.
yeah, they get on a boat,
They get
Yeah.
on a boat to where exactly?
dude. I don't
Somewhere,
know.
I don't know.
Are they going to? They're not going to America.
No, I don't think so. But they're on a boat, and
To Greece.
okay,
They're going
yeah.
to Greece.
You need a vacation after that, so they're just gonna
Oh
go.
yeah, no. After killing two dudes and almost getting caught.
It's
Yeah.
implied.
You gotta have some time to chill.
Yeah.
So him and Peter, he's wooed Peter now. And
It says it is implied they are now lovers.
yes, well, duh. And then,
Oh yeah, there's a very tender scene between Peter and Tom in the church chapel when Peter's playing the organ and they sort of play a little bit of eye tennis and they gaze affectionately at each other.
Yes, yes.
Peak cinema.
Great
Peak
scene.
cinema.
We are
Great
hip hopping
scene.
around the plot a lot.
Well,
But
on
this
the-
movie's a mess, dude. There's no way you could just
Yeah,
do
that's
it.
true, that's
yeah.
true.
we-
true.
Yeah,
It
there's
is,
no
yeah.
way you can do it. And on the boat, Meredith, Kate Blanchett's character,
Yeah.
sees Tom, and then he's like, "Uh-oh."
Because
She's like Dickie.
Yeah, she's
to what's the guy's name?
Peter.
To Peter, he's Tom.
Yeah, and Peter's watching
To
from
Meredith.
afar, and Meredith comes up to kiss Tom. You gotta be kidding me, man! This dude's luck.
Vine boom.
You thought he was scot free, but nope. Still
He
some
is
loose
Scott
ends.
stuck.
And so after Kate
don't
Blanchett kisses him, he's like, "I'm gonna leave," and he goes to console Peter. Peter's really sad. He's in the hotel room. He's like, "What? Like you're kissing a woman?" And
He's
it's
like, I'm just bi-furious.
"Yeah." And then he quotes Scott
Scott
Pilgrim
Pilgrim, yeah.
directly, and
Yeah.
even makes eye contact with the camera. And then after that,
Yeah, and then the credits roll.
Yeah, and then the
and
credits
then he
roll,
said,
but-
"He's I'm just bi-furious because that's me, the talented Mr. Ripley." And the movie ends.
and then
Would have made it better.
yeah, whatever.
It's the shave and the haircut. And
Stop.
And then
then Jude Law comes back in the post-credits scene.
Jude Law will return.
Jebediah Law.
Will return.
Jebediah
Purgatory.
Law will return.
Part 2.
Yeah, but This
Will return as
scene-
live-action Thanos.
The last scene in the movie is Tom and Peter. They're in the hotel room. Peter said that he kissed her, and then he's like, "No, I love you." And then he's like, he puts his head on his back.
He's like,
and
tell
he's
me
like,
things.
tell me
you...
good things about Tom Ripley.
Yeah, and he realizes that Peter's gonna figure out because he saw him kissing Meredith.
No.
No,
That's what Wikipedia says.
I don't.
Oh, weird.
It says,
I did not get that.
Peter
vibe.
tells Ripley he saw him kiss Meredith and
Yeah,
demands
so
answers.
we're gonna veto that take.
Yeah.
No, I thought that too.
It's too.
I didn't think
It's
so.
too. What?
I didn't think. Yeah, I
I
agree
don't-
with Ethan.
yeah.
Well, why,
I'm with
okay,
Jacob.
then why does he kill him?
because
Because afraid of him finding out, but he hasn't.
But also, he's just such a cold-blooded, trained killer. He just can't help himself but murder.
But
his
Peter
lovers.
did. I mean, Peter saw them kiss.
But
Yeah, but he's
So obviously,
but-
he was jealous, but he didn't. He didn't.
so you're saying
understand.
that
To
he
me,
doesn't for sure
it-
know, but it can be
doesn't-
something
it
that
didn't-
he will probably figure out.
it didn't look
So
like
that's
he
why-
connected the dots.
No,
though.
he just thought that like.
He was just like I was being friendly, or something.
Yeah, no, he was just hurt because he thought that there was something between him and Tom. He didn't know that he has murdered two people and is living under
Well, yeah.
Dickie Greenleaf's name.
Yeah,
and that's why Tom has to kill him, because he doesn't want him to find out. But so while Peter is gassing up our boy,
Kills him.
Tom readies up his suit tie. He gets an extra tight grip, and while our man Peter, who's very sweet, is love bombing Tom, Tom, I guess,
Kills him.
love bombs Peter's neck to the point where he
is
stops
dead.
breathing. I don't know, that doesn't work.
He's
But
dead. And then he literally just sits there and looks like he can't believe he did that, even though he murdered.
we don't even see it happen. It's like it's
You
also
just watch
kind of
it
dumb
off
how it
screen,
happens.
And then there's
Yeah,
like
it's
this weird,
not done very well.
There's like this weird.
It
it's
just
like
cuts to-
afterwards. It's afterwards.
Yeah, it cuts
but
to
we hear the
him
audio.
sitting
There's this
down.
weird transition where like the screen turns into like triangles, and like each triangle starts disappearing, and
Yeah.
you just like watch Matt Damon's face like be like, oh, I can't believe I murdered him, even though he literally like didn't even care that he murdered the two other people. Like
Yeah.
he didn't even seem
Yeah,
sad about
the-
those.
yeah, his character.
I will
was
say
a little bit.
this is off topic. The one really cool shot in the movie is at the piano lid where like the face
There's
splits
actually
into
some,
two.
honestly, the
Yeah.
cinematography is commendable.
It's a,
There's
yeah,
some good
it's a-
shots.
There's
yeah,
some
there's
good
some good
shots.
shots. Yeah, there's some good shots.
It's not consistent.
No,
Yeah, it's not fully. I also think the editing is like pretty good.
Well, a broken clock is right twice a day. So,
I mean, I guess that's.
but
true.
hey, good job, cinematography.
John Seal
Yeah, shout out.
and
Um,
Walter Murch edited it, and he edited Apocalypse Now and stuff.
Yeah.
like he's legendary. So
Okay, I want to talk about the
editing.
most important part of this film, and that is the wardrobe department. The fits in this movie are incredible. This is some of the best wardrobe design I have ever seen. The fashion of this movie is just insane.
That's good.
I mean, the fits that Tom and Dickie are wearing. It's Dickie especially. Like Jude Law's character gets all just such dope outfits, and like the color blocking and stuff. It's so good. But yeah, it's super creative, and they do a great job of complementing like the atmosphere of Italy with the dress and just they encapsulate the space very well, and it feels very I don't know. The whole movie feels like a vacation. Mm-hmm. It's
it's a great time.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's meant to be. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, that's probably one of my favorite parts, aside from the juicy drama. I think it's a close second. You know.
It's Call Me by Your Name if they murdered people and didn't take themselves
Yeah.
seriously.
I mean, I have not seen Call Me by Your Name, but I'm
Neither have I,
assuming
but,
it's
judging
great.
by vibe, they
Yeah,
feel like
I'm
they could
assuming
be
it's-
similar.
And if
It's like that. There's also an age factor to Call Me by Your Name. That's not in this, thankfully. We won't talk about that.
all right, any other thoughts? Anything that we didn't hit on?
This movie is extremely messy, and frankly,
It is so much fun.
Yeah, I don't want to be a downer, but I feel like they're like the score is not that good.
Okay, Mason. Mason's over here.
I'm really not trying to be a hater. I'm just saying, like, I don't think it complements the tone.
Okay,
of the movie
I'll
at
just
all.
say we're on different pages.
Okay.
I think the main motivic device used for like suspense works pretty well. As I understand, Mason, you didn't love it. Is that right?
It reminds me of a Donnie Darko.
You said it was overused, right?
type. Well, yeah. For one, it's overused, and it also reminds me of like a kind of spooky nighttime Halloween thing, and it just like does like that doesn't complement the like kind of vacation-esque.
Yeah, but it's like
style
he
of-
murdered people.
That's
Well,
what's
yeah, but he's
scary.
not murdering people throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, but that's not playing throughout the whole movie. It's usually just what precedes murder.
No, it's playing way more than just preceding murder.
I don't know. We guess we'll have to watch it again.
Yeah, I guess. I don't mind. I don't mind. The score was, I guess.
Yeah, it unremarkable, I'd say.
Yes. But in conclusion, this movie's pretty messy, but it has some,
It's a great
it has some
time.
strengths here and there.
It is a
and
great time.
The story is just too chaotic to not enjoy.
Yeah,
And it's a fantastic time.
The story-
Get your bros, set a time, set a day.
Yeah.
and Get your
Hit the sauna with your boys, and then post game with an episode
yeah,
of
post-
Talented Mr. Ripley.
Yes, please.
I wish that they would shave off like 20 minutes off the movie.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That's
it's
like-
too
that's-
long.
yeah.
It is. Yeah, it is.
It's
entirely
almost
too
2.5 hours.
I think
Why?
I think the like the first time I watched it, the only thing was like the pacing. That was my big issue. I don't think it was as bad this time.
My closing thoughts. This could be an excellent movie under better direction. I think.
Yeah,
The
and a few other
skeleton.
things.
The skeleton of this story
Is
is very
strong.
good. It's very good.
Yeah,
But the execution lends itself to be pretty funny. Our friend Jacob here has a time constraint, so we're gonna have to wrap it up. But thank you so much for tuning in today. We had a phenomenal time watching this. This is such a fun watch. I wasn't
for
expecting.
And we've watched some fun movies together.
We did.
For this.
Oh, yeah.
But because we weren't
Decalogue one.
because we weren't going because we weren't going in expecting to laugh as hard as we did, I feel like it was that much
yeah,
better.
yeah,
you
I
know?
mean, I feel like we laughed harder than Hot Fuzz or Scott Pilgrim.
Seriously.
Yeah, I don't
Because
remember
we
it being
didn't-
funny because I don't think it is funny if you're watching it alone.
No.
Because
But
I
it-
wasn't expecting it to be funny, so the fact that all that happened, we were just,
No.
man, we lost it.
Yeah, so next time you're hanging with the boys, pop this one on. It's a little bit of a long watch, so if you got nothing to do, perfect. If you don't,
No, don't.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. But yeah, that's about it. We're gonna try to get y'all a Suspiria episode before November.
around Halloween. And
No
then
promises.
And then
maybe
Killers of the Flower Moon.
maybe a Killers episode, and then maybe Tree of Life around there sometime.
A lot of maybes in the mix here, but you know
We'll
what?
see.
But
see.
definitely Suspiria and hopefully
School is keeping
Killers.
us busy.
Yes.
So
So
We are busy. What?
yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, okay,
School's
yeah.
keeping us busy. Yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. This was a bunch of fun, and we'll see you in the next one.
Hit that outro music.
Okay, yeah, I was waiting for someone to do it.